I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like everybody they tiptoe around with this social media, but what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequence.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm bringing you a story that's incredibly emotional, raw, and honestly, heartbreaking. It's about Teyana Taylor's daughter, who recently broke down in tears with a plea that's left many people stunned and moved. She said something that nobody expected, something so deep it shook the hearts of her fans and followers. She cried out, "I want my real dad back." When you hear those words, it hits different, right? It's one of those moments that makes you stop and think, what's really going on behind the scenes? How does a young child reach a point where she's expressing that kind of pain so openly? And what does it mean for Teyana, her family, and everyone involved? Today, we're going to dive deep into this emotional moment, the family dynamics behind it, and the reactions that have flooded social media since. So stick around, because this is a story that's going to tug at your heartstrings, but also make you think about family, love, and the challenges so many people face in silence. To really understand this moment, we need to take a step back and look at the bigger picture, the family life of Teyana Taylor. If you've been following her journey for a while, you know she's more than just a superstar artist. She's a mother, a wife, and someone who has shared many parts of her personal life with the world. She's been married to her husband, Iman Shumpert, for several years now, and together they have children who have grown up in the spotlight to some extent. But just like any family, theirs hasn't been without struggles. From public appearances and interviews, we've seen glimpses of the love and the challenges they've faced. Teyana has been open about the ups and downs of balancing fame, family, and personal growth. But what fans may not fully realize is how complex the emotions and relationships can be, especially for children caught between different parents and family situations. It's easy to assume everything looks perfect from the outside, but real life is rarely that simple. Now, Teyana's daughter, who's still young, has been through some tough moments that haven't always been public knowledge. The daughter's relationship with her dad and her stepfather has layers, feelings, and moments of joy mixed with confusion or hurt. These kinds of blended family situations can be really tricky for kids to navigate. They love both parents in their own ways, but sometimes feel torn or unsure about where they belong. And that's where this heartbreaking moment we're about to talk about comes into focus. So, what exactly happened? Recently, Teyana's daughter had a breakdown, a moment so intense and full of emotion that it went viral almost immediately. This wasn't just a quiet cry or a private moment. It was something captured on video, shared on social media, and watched by thousands of people who felt the raw pain in her voice. She tearfully said, "I want my real dad back," and those words echoed far beyond just her family circle. It's hard to imagine what led to that moment. Was it a fight? A misunderstanding? Or something deeper? The video doesn't give us the full backstory, but from what we can see and piece together, it's clear she's grappling with feelings of loss and longing. The phrase "real dad" suggests she's struggling with the absence or distance of her biological father, and it's a pain that many kids in similar situations feel but rarely express so openly. When the video surfaced, social media blew up with reactions. Some fans expressed sympathy, saying it's heartbreaking to see a child in so much pain. Others tried to offer advice or support, reminding families to communicate and cherish their kids. But there were also those who speculated on the reasons behind the daughter's words, wondering about the state of Teyana's relationship with her ex or the family dynamics at play. Teyana herself responded in her own way. She hasn't shied away from addressing her family struggles before, but this moment called for something more delicate. Without revealing too many personal details, she showed support for her daughter's feelings and expressed hope for healing and understanding. She reminded fans that families are complicated, that love isn't always easy, and that every child deserves to feel safe and loved. Her husband, Iman Shumpert, also acknowledged the situation, emphasizing the importance of unity and strength during tough times. They both seem committed to working through whatever challenges they're facing as a family, which is reassuring to see. Publicly, they're showing that even when things get messy, love and care are still at the center. This whole situation shines a light on something many people don't talk about enough: how deeply family changes and separations can affect children emotionally. The pain of feeling like you don't have your real parent nearby or present is something no child should have to carry alone. It's a complex mix of confusion, sadness, and sometimes anger that can manifest in different ways. And when it's happening in the spotlight, it adds a layer of pressure and exposure that makes it even harder. Experts often talk about the struggles kids face in blended families, the challenge of accepting new parental figures, the feelings of loyalty to both biological parents, and the fear of losing love or attention. For Teyana's daughter, this isn't just theory, it's reality. And seeing her break down like that is a powerful reminder of how important it is for parents and caregivers to listen carefully, to communicate openly, and to provide reassurance and love at every turn. We don't know all the details behind the scenes, and honestly, maybe that's for the best. Sometimes the full story is messy, complicated, and raw, stuff no one outside the family really needs to get tangled up in. What really matters is recognizing the deep emotions involved here and respecting the family's need for privacy, space, and healing. It's easy to get caught up in the gossip and speculation, but at the end of the day, these are real people dealing with real pain. And that alone is worth our compassion. Even so, watching moments like this unfold is hard not to feel deeply moved. It's a reminder that no matter how perfect someone's life might look on Instagram or on the red carpet, everyone faces struggles, moments of heartbreak, confusion, and vulnerability that can shake the strongest people to their core. We often see the highlights, the glamorous parties, the smiling selfies, but behind closed doors, there's always a deeper, more complicated story. And sometimes, it's those stories that teach us the most about resilience and the human spirit. Looking ahead, it's natural to wonder what's next for Teyana and her family. Will they turn to counseling or therapy to help navigate these turbulent emotions? Will there be honest, open conversations to bridge the gaps and rebuild trust? The fact that they are even acknowledging the situation publicly, even if just in small, subtle ways, gives me hope. Healing rarely happens overnight, but it often begins with the courage to face pain head-on instead of hiding from it. And when families choose to confront their struggles together, it can be the first step towards something stronger and more understanding. This situation is also a powerful call for empathy, not just from fans or the media, but from all of us. Behind every social media post, every headline, and every viral clip, there are real people experiencing real feelings, sometimes raw, sometimes painful, and often hidden from view. We might never know the full story, and that's okay. What we can do is choose kindness over judgment, understanding over gossip. Because the truth is, none of us are perfect. We all have messy chapters in our lives, and sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is offer grace. So here's what I want to know from you. How do you feel about this emotional moment unfolding before us? Has something like this ever happened in your family or someone close to you? Sometimes sharing those stories helps us feel less alone, reminding us that pain, healing, and growth are part of everyone's journey. I'd love to hear your thoughts and personal experiences in the comments below because these conversations matter. They bring us closer, build empathy, and create a community where we can all support each other through tough times. If this video touched you or gave you a new perspective, please hit that thumbs up. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos where we dive into stories that really matter, the kind that show the raw, real side of life, love, and everything in between. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this community. Let's keep lifting each other up with kindness and compassion because the world needs that now more than ever. Until next time, take care of yourselves and the people you love, and remember, it's okay to not be okay sometimes. We're all in this together.